the European. That's Kuroda Alex. The sound is really low quality. I'll turn it down a bit. Probably inaudible to you guys. Kaoru. I didn't recognize the name when it was written in English, and now it's written in Japanese, and I recognize it. That's really weird. I recognize the characters, I guess, not the pronunciation. Yeah. I've seen this player before. I don't know if he's super good. This is a matchup that Dudley is considered quite strong in. Anti-air Styranos is, you can like cancel it on successful parry into like light machine gun blow in this matchup, and it's pretty good. Electric Snake is, it's not always better than Super 1 for Necro. It's like a player choice thing. Nice jump in. Back Fierce is unparryable but blockable. And I think it's unsafe on block, and you can also duck it. But it's unparryable. So it's a nice little part of your wake up mix up. Ninja Jump Fierce is really good normal. I don't really like watching Alex that much. I mean, he's fine. I like watching Alex in the vain hope that there'll be a good Alex player, which there almost never is. But a lot, that's it. It's exciting when a good Alex player is up, but Alex normally just kind of shows up and loses. So of all the characters in this game to watch, I don't really like Alex. A lot of the low tiers are like that, unfortunately. They just kind of pop up and get fucked. The exceptions are Hugo, Necro. Well, I guess those two actually have a really good success rate, even in like pro level play. Edgar versus Hugo is a very classic matchup in a game that's fundamentally about new school matchups. That one is very old school. It's like a Super Turbo matchup. It's a lot like a Super Turbo matchup. It's like Dawson versus fucking Zangief. It's like Dawson but worse, playing Zangief but better. It doesn't well embody like the rushdown mix-up nature of this game. Necro versus Hugo. It's more like trying to think of what it's more like. It's more like zoning versus like rushdown, which you don't see that often in Third Strike. I mean, there is zoning to some degree, but it's not like that kind of zoning. That was a car throw. Alex's car is off towards Fierce. It's pretty big, actually, and his normal throw range is alright too. So it makes it even bigger. It's one of the better car throws in the game, and it's a really useful tool for Alex because he doesn't have a whole lot. That's Alex gets a lot of damage off of a parry. The problem is Alex doesn't always get a turnaround punch. What the fuck is the name of that move? Flash drop. He doesn't always get a flash drop after a parry. You have to discern from what you parry whether you're going to have a flash drop punish. Because if you try and flash drop every single punish, if they recover in time, they can actually parry your flash drop and punish you. Alex's command throw is not very good, yeah. They really should have been like Makoto's Karakusa. And Makoto's Karakusa really should have been like Alex's command throw. Should have just fucking swapped those moves. Whatever their fucking properties are. Switch them all around. Empty jump in is a common thing for Alex, unfortunately. He doesn't have a whole lot of ways to approach safely. Oh no, it's not that fine. It's not as good as like SPD from Hugo. None of Alex's tools have any sort of like synergy. That's one of the big problems with this character. If Hyper Bomb was one frame, that would be much better. That would actually be a really useful thing for Alex, and everyone would run Hyper Bomb. That would shoot him up the tiers a bit. He'd probably be high. Maybe mid. Maybe only mid. You still need a lot of meter to use it. It wouldn't be dumb. There's nothing dumb about that. A standing 720 on an otherwise shrug character would like not even be that bad. It's not even a super strong super. It only does like fucking 50%. It's not even 50%. It's weaker than Hugo's. There'd be like nothing dumb about that. I'd actually be in favor of that change. What they should actually do to it is increase the range by quite a lot. Okay, I actually take it back. They should make it one frame. That's what they should actually do to it. But if they increase the range, it would be super helpful. Almost every attack in third strike is minus on block. It's like just all the normals just are balanced around being about between like +2 and -2, give or take. Like that's just like almost all frame data is the same. It's like on hit +2, on block -2. It's like a just almost universal system of all the normals. And then the ones that are unsafe are like really unsafe. They're like -7 or 8. And yeah, I like forward strike Alex a lot as well. I like the cancel below strong. Yeah, I like that. Fucking his supers were amazing. Oh, Alex. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but if Alex did a one frame punish that would actually reach, or even a two frame punish that would actually reach a lot of these attacks as a reversal, that would be a huge deal. Sleeper hold should be a much better move. Mash moves are really shitty. It's really cool to see the sleeper hold just out of novelty's sake, but like it's not very good. I'd rather just get the fucking headbutt. That would be more useful. It'd be better if the sleeper hold wasn't in the game and I could just get the headbutt after a flash drop. Mash throws, just like it's way too easy to mash out of mash throws. Mash throws should be removed. Which they were in Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4 had a lot of changes that I didn't agree with, but there were a lot of changes like that where it's just like, wow, that's way better. Removal of mash throws is just like, it didn't do anything to hurt the game, it just made it better. And so it was kind of hard to hate Street Fighter 4, even though it removed a lot of stuff I liked, just purely because it like made the game like, well, there was some fast mashing. It improved a lot of stuff that everyone kind of tolerated. Another example of that is when you shake out of a dizzy. Yeah, I agree with that. Less done, become unmashable. When you shake out of a dizzy in third strike, whatever button you hit immediately after shaking out of dizzy, you'll do that button. So like if I'm mashing every single button trying to shake out a dizzy in every single direction trying to shake out a dizzy, I might shake out a dizzy and then immediately do like a Tatsumaki. Something like that. Or like a stand roundhouse. It's almost impossible to shake out of dizzy and then block. Like it's just like almost a completely impractical thing. What you actually have to do is hope that the actual button that shakes you out of dizzy is a directional button. So you have to do almost all your mashing right before they hit you, and then you have to stop mashing and hold block and hope that you shook out. Which is, it doesn't let you fully get your like mashing off. And in Street Fighter 4, they made it so that whenever you shake out, you're put into a little state where you automatically block everything. Whoa, Mario, put those away. I don't like most mash moves. That's tricky. I don't think you might have to do both parry. You might have to do the second parry before the super freeze. I'm not certain. It might be a 1-frame window, or it might be you have to parry in advance. It's a 2-frame super, which theoretically means there's 1 frame after the super freeze to hit that parry. There's no parry buffering in super freezes. If there was, this game would arguably be better designed. Kento's DP? Oh, like the DP plus punch. When you said DP, I imagined it's like reverse DP plus kick. The actual uppercut. But you mean like his... Yeah, that move is actually kind of cool. That's like a really good move. What the fuck? Kuroda reversal super punish there. He like did a backdash. What the fuck was that about? That was nice. Non-EX. Nice. That does no damage, you missed the first hit. I kind of like what Marvel does, where you there's no mash moves for the most part, but then some supers, if you mash, you get more hits. I think that's kind of fun. Shit, it's already midnight. Where'd my night go? It's like I get challenged to third strike and then my whole day just fucking falls apart. Gary's got this one, I think. Oh, maybe not. Comebacks are easy in this game. I shouldn't say they're easy, they're feasible. Comebacks are feasible. You basically need to guess right like 4 or 5 times in a row. Depends on the health difference. Sometimes only like 2. That was forward roundhouse spheres. Anti-air target combo Dudley has. Dudley's target combos aren't super useful in this game. You only see a few of them. You see that one as an anti-air. You see short, strong, fierce as like a little low combo if you don't have super meter. You see the overhead target combo if you don't have super meter. That was a shitty punish. Parry should have startup / recovery and a button to work. A parry button would be actually very strong. A parry animation would be fair. If the parry has a dedicated animation where you can't do other stuff, then that would be like a lot easier to balance. And it would also be much worse than the current model. It's really easy to do like option select parries in Street Fighter 3 currently. Putting parries on a button would make it even easier. It would mean you could parry while blocking. So it would need to have a dedicated like parry whiff animation. Startup I completely disagree with. There are a lot of situations where you need to get a parry off frame 1. Parry like primarily happens during wake up. Giving parry startup animations would make the strong characters stronger and the weak characters weaker. Nice. That's the anti-air target combo, parried correctly. Though they can just not do the whole thing though. That's the real trick. Parry recovery is basically a parry whiff animation. There have been games where only individual characters have parries and they've been on buttons with whiff animations and that hasn't been too bad. Ryo has one. In Street Fighter 5, Ryu's gonna have one. How is it? I actually almost didn't play Ryu at all. Believe it or not. Ryu was the one who I already knew how to play. It like didn't matter to me. I mean, granted, he's a bit different now with the new engine, but like Ryu's purpose is that you already know how to play a character as soon as a new game comes out. And Street Fighter V Ryu was the least different from Street Fighter 4 Ryu, especially factoring that I knew how to play a Mega Ryu. I want to see Japanese tournament footage of Yata Grass. Where's that? Hire me, Crapcom. I wish Capcom would hire me to do their in-game tutorials. How sick would that be? How sick would that actually be? He tried to super there, but he didn't get the autocorrect. Super will automatically find the opponent. Cancel ducking to super after you cross under the opponent with ducking. The super will just turn around. Remember how bad everything was before I got hired? And then I got hired and things were okay. Lore master of Capcom. I feel like I could write a better Capcom story. I feel like I could write a better Street Fighter story than all the existing ones. I've got like a Mortal Kombat 2 story. Reset super juggles were free. Nope. Juggle potential still applies. Yeah, parry is actually a really fucking crazy mechanic, and it's been done a lot of different ways. For example, the bug guy in BlazBlue. Hakumen. He's built around a parry. It's a really weird parry. He's built around a bunch of parries, really. He's got like a super parry. He's got like a air one, a crouching one, and a standing one. All with different follow-ups. All with different startups. Bunch of weird shit going on there. Tekken has an amazing parry mechanic. You can parry lows, but not mids or highs. So lows, which are already the most unsafe thing that you can do, are actually incredibly fucking punishable. Factoring that. But you need a read. You get more damage off of a read than a block for a low, but they're already unsafe and it makes them more unsafe, which means it's pretty easy to balance. Nice. It also means you can play without like playing Risk to. Yeah, I think all Tekken games have it, or I don't know if all of them do, but all the modern ones do. It's down forward. You tap down forward when low's incoming. The window's not super tight, but it's like tighter than blocking anyway. The thing about that is that you can play without risk of parry, which is impossible in Third Strike. The only way you can play without risk of parry in Third Strike is only stand teching and doing nothing. That's the only way you can play the game without risking like eating a parry and losing. But in Tekken, you can do stuff without being afraid of a parry as long as you keep it to mids and highs. As long as you keep it to mids, you can play without being afraid of a duck. So you can still have like a little bit of a game without taking risks, but adding in risks also adds in like a mix-up. You don't fall to pieces when you're like the end of every single match in Street Fighter 3 is a parry scramble. Literally the end of every single round is a parry scramble unless like a long super kills. There's no way to play like a safe game in Third Strike. Which isn't bad, it's just different. I like that there's no way to play a safe game. I feel like parries are a very pure comeback mechanic compared to like Ultra Meter or like fucking X Factor or whatever. Parries are like a very like just if you're good enough you can make a comeback. If you have the execution and the reads, you need both. You can't have one or the other. Not only that, but you can, if you think that your opponent's trying to get parries, you can play in a very particular way to make their parry attempts suck. Sugiyama versus Masatsu is probably the best fighting game match I've ever seen. That's one of the reasons Third Strike is really exciting, is because sometimes it just goes to those. Sometimes you just end with a parry scramble. That was almost certainly supposed to be an EX/, although. Got a snare my house. Didn't have charge. I've had some pretty crazy parry scrambles, both against me and and mine. But like, it's so scary at the end of a match because it's not enough to just have good parries. Like, even if you're a fucking master of parrying, okay? Even if like you're the world's best parrier, even if you're fucking Kuroda times 1,000, if you get knocked down, you have no health, and Ken stands next to you, he can do stand strong into hard uppercut, or he can do low short into hard uppercut. And that's either a high parry or a low parry, and both of those moves are unreactable. So it's still just a dead-on 50-50 at best. And it's not like you can block that initial hit in red parry. Well, you can, but what if he just does the uppercut? Then you, by attempting to block, actually let yourself get chipped out. One's high parry only, one's low parry only. And you can use mix-ups like that if you're trying to chip the opponent out. You have to win with a mix-up. Not unlike Street Fighter 5 now, I guess. And not only that, that's a 50-50, right? Ken could just not do anything, and then if you reversal, you die. Or like if you try and parry, you don't even get like a comeback or anything. And then also, oh hey Dilbert, we never actually finished our lesson, did we? And then Ken could just throw you. Invincible backdashes, like it was too hard. They were too good. Like, they were locked away behind, like, a skill barrier for a lot of players. Like, anyone could invincible backdash, and in fact, at lower levels, fucking people who figure out that you can spam it because people have to make really hard reads to punish it. And then, of course, there's, like, option selects to catch backdashes, but they're different based on what character you're playing. And you often have to take really big risks to predict the backdash. You can't just, like guess backdash and then do like a sweep, and then like if they don't backdash you get fucked. You might even eat an ultra. The mix-up is too good. It depends on the backdash though. At least Rose has really bad other options. What I like is Airborne backdash. That's the system that King of Fighters had, and as far as I'm concerned, it's perfect. You're vulnerable, you never have any invincibility, but you're Airborne frame 1. Which means that if you get hit out of it, then you get air reset. So there's a brilliant thing going on there. This is actually smart as fuck. Okay, I can cut my losses. I can limit the amount of fucked I am. Let's say I'm up against like an opponent. Let's pretend it's Street Fighter 4. Let's pretend it's Street Fighter 3. Let's pretend there's like Ken. I can do like a wake up backdash, and if he's gonna do strong fierce, um, I'm only gonna eat the strong, and I'm not gonna eat the fierce. And if he does like a lower or an overhead, I'm only gonna eat like the lower or the overhead, and then I'm just gonna get air reset, and I'm guaranteeing that I'm gonna take damage. Like it doesn't beat anything except throw, but I'm guaranteeing I'm gonna take damage, but I'm guaranteeing that I'm gonna dodge a mix up that could lead to more damage. But but if you do an attack that knocks down, like you do like a meaty sweep or like a meaty like a shoryuken or something like that, I'm knocked over again, and I just lost health and got absolutely nothing. That's a really cool system. Or like moves that slam, like Dudley overhead. Backdash, backdash airborne is like the ultimate solution. Guarantee that you take some damage, but guarantee that you don't take a shit ton. That's like a really important decision that players can make. That's like a great halfway option. It would sometimes be a good idea, but it certainly wouldn't always be a good idea.
And this is an interesting team choice for Bala here. We got
I really love watching Bala play.
Parry and EX Yori.
Takuma from Bala is amazing. This looks like a karate though. He's got the different stance.
Karate. And it's the pink
Takuma like stands with one hand out and like looking down. Karate has both hands out.
Mr.
He's
Karate
looking
looks
forward.
large enough to look out already. There we go.
I
Now
love
Bala
Bala's Takuma. His karate is like good, but it's like every karate is good. But his Takuma's amazing.
so much damage, dude. Came 9999. Not used to this. This is karate pressure. But let's see what kind of setup he gets. Nice low B.
Backdash still had a really important function in
And now Bala's kind of backed off the pressure. He's just kind of, oh, well, I wonder what that was for.
in King of Fighters against grapplers too, in matchups such as against Clark. Because if
Nice.
you predict that backdash, I mean if you predict that command grab, you can backdash out of it, even if you don't actually get out of the way.
Came 9999. Looks unfazed.
Backdash doesn't beat other stuff though, but it does beat command grab.
Oh, waits for the roll, but doesn't get a full punish.
I love King of Fighters dynamic
Nice cross up.
because offense is really good. If you like push offense long enough, you're gonna open someone up, just outright. So it's just it's like who can push more offense, which is fun in my opinion. But there's a lot of different escape options.
Right now, I mean,
But then every single escape option, if you read it, like you get fat punishes.
yeah, this matchup
Like if you
Bala
read
is
someone
really
trying to
good
fucking
against
just block and wake up, maybe
yeah,
you get like an overhead low mix up, or just a throw. So maybe not a big fat punish there.
rush.
If you read a backdash, you get a fat punish. If you read a roll away, you get a fucking punish.
It's gonna be big, but loop.
Everything is punishable, but fucking it's all about reads.
Okay, but he drops it.
The butt loop's not even that hard. I can do it with like near 100%
Not
consistency.
so fast.
I mean, I imagine I would drop it here and there, especially in a tournament setting. But like I thought it was like super hard. But it's not even that hard at all. It's actually quite easy.
Yeah, man. It's funny that even Bala, who's notorious for great execution, cannot do the butt loop.
I hope King of Fighters 14 is popular. I hope so badly.
I wouldn't
The
even
immortal
say
words
that.
of Tampa Bison,
Overhead,
motherfucker.
doing this much damage for no meter. Great combo.
No, I wish that was just it. This is Claw Iori. I wasn't even paying attention.
Oh, nice.
Claw Iori is kind of cool. He's a good
Does
anchor.
not spin
His
any
damage is quite high.
meter.
Unfortunately, he needs lots and lots of bar. His mix-up is also very good. He can also convert really easily at almost any position on screen. That's not entirely true. His damage mid-screen is not as high, unless he has like 5 bars. Plus the command grab. That helps. I think Iori has one of the best selections for normals in the game. 3-frame close C. 5 useful air normals, um, a really good stand A, a really good crouch C. Well, he missed it.
Stops it.
This is like he's not gonna. He's gonna really wish he had that bar.
In a really detrimental position now. I mean, he
It's
really
98
needs
they
those
play.
game meters to make the difference.
97 is not super popular.
Yep, and assuming Bala hits
98's
this
a
one,
damn good game though. If you've never seen it, I'm
I
actually tempted to
think
put it
this is
on.
going to be the end of it.
98's a damn good game.
Oh, nice combo.
Oh shit! Could be a comeback.
Ooh, evening everything up now.
It's over.
Wow.
Oh no, it's
Oh,
not.
but he drops it.
In the immortal words of Tampa Bison, when you have to play your homeboy in grand finals. I don't even know what this hand symbol means.
High five for the win. Kane 9999 takes game number 1. Bala's like, damn, this guy is good.
They killed your waifu? Shermie? I'm trying to think of dead female characters who haven't appeared. Split. Oh, I see.
He's not going to pick him.
I'm trying to think of dead female characters. There's only like Shermie and Vice and Mature. And Vice and Mature are still here.
Yuri again? I don't know about
It
Yuri.
was Shermie.
I don't like Yuri.
They just killed off my waifu. My waifu is Ash. Ash dies.
Bro, Athena? Come on. No. You're not going to pick Athena.
Best girl of KOF? That's Angel. Best girl of KOF is probably like fucking Kula. Shit, that's a hard question, Elizabeth.
Okay, you're just trolling us. He picks
There are a lot of good girls in KOF. 97 had the 500 person tourney. What the fuck? I only see like 98 tournaments in China. Alright, the immortal words of Tampa Bison.
Yeah, I don't know about the switch, but Yuri has the intro.
OS graduate. OSU. OSU. I don't know.
Whatever. He is
Booker, how do I get better at Street Fighter? Booker. I've never met a soda can that opens itself up. Just block, bro. Nice. Nice.
nice area.
Best girl is Vanessa. Yeah. Best girl is Vanessa.
That's so unsafe. Yeah, Bala's not done for optimal ball.
Ash doesn't die. He literally doesn't exist. Thank you for clarifying. As far as I'm concerned, he's dead.
Oh, this corner pressure. Wow, that was a missed input right there. Man, this is looking kind of sloppy. Both players are not confirming to the full extent. Perhaps. Maybe these guys are just kind of being super casual, like, yeah, you know, we're just having fun. But I don't know, this is top 8. I don't know if these guys realize that. But this is still winner's bracket.
Why would you load Ash based on appearance? He's hot. Nice hot punish. That was cool. I love when I see shit like that. If it was me, I would just get like C forward B, etc., etc. But the pros, they get the hop, they get the jump in damage. Psyche's cool. Psyche's like a great character to play. I feel like. I feel like Psyche's like the secret top tier. I actually feel like Psyche's the secret top tier. Press 1 if you would in Ash. You'd actually be surprised to find that both Yan and Yang are cocky. Frequently misattributed fact about those two.
Wow, Kane 9999 is falling apart during the second game. And he's shaking his head like, man, what happened? I just got bodied. You know, right now, yes, the score is 1-1. That was very quick. We're going to see a rematch right away.
I too love characters who are unabashedly shitheads.
I think Kane just kind of mentally fell apart in the last game. If he really just gets his composure back, he should be fine.
Psyche's damage is through the roof and for not much bar.
Again, here's
And its footsies are really strong.
gonna go for.
That's a good combination in my book.
Bala.
He can kill you with 3 bars comfortably, which makes him, in my opinion, one of the best first characters in the game. He's really hard for most of the cast to deal with as a point character,
Good damage.
and
That's like 400 damage.
he can actually do something with 3 bars plus drive, which is
Oh, dude.
not true for almost any character in the game, and amazing for a point character where that's all they can get.
Yeah, Bowflexes are not safe.
Not only that, but he can actually do something with 1 drive bar and 1 super meter, which is amazing for a point character.
Kane,
You can't escape. What's up with Alex's fucking old voice actor?
Yeah, Kane really needs to make something happen right now. He's just getting mollywopped by Mr. Karate's jump CD. Look at this. He's not even blocking.
At ease, loser.
Alright, this should be it. Oh,
He could have drive canceled for the kill. He chose not to.
nice.
Respect that. Saved the bar on a drive.
Right there.
I don't know how to feel about old or modern Necro voice.
Was really thinking Kane was gonna try to
I said older modern, but it's 1997 versus 1999. Real modern. 15 years.
choose not to use HD or any meter. Nice confirm. What pressure.
Necro was a second impact character, wasn't he? So was Hugo. I think so was
Down to his last
Urian.
character. But he has 4 bullets,
Urian.
full HD.
Gil predates Urian.
Just enough meter to kill 2 characters completely. Yep.
It took me literally years to figure out that Necro is actually saying electric snake.
Oh, that could have been it.
Electric snake. It's like fucking the weirdest noise I've ever heard.
Yeah, oh!
Necro was New Generation.
Yo, that was the cross-up high five.
He's there since the beginning. Who was New Generation? Makoto was third strike. 12 was third strike. Chun-Li was third strike. Ibuki was New Generation.
Smart. And Bala takes it. Wow.
Sorry, I'm late.
We've already got the next match lined up. No commercial break. We're gonna go through it.
I'm like super thirsty.
Look at this. Look at this.
I'm actually really hungry too. Streaming like really hurts my throat if I do it too long and I don't have a drink. Alright, does he have Takuma? Wasn't Takuma a secret character in Second Impact, or was he only a secret character in New Generation? I thought 1 had Shinakuma only. No, I thought, I forgot. I forgot how Kuma works. I thought 2 had Shinakuma only and 3 had regular Kuma only. And Shinakuma was unplayable and regular Kuma was playable. Oh yeah, Yang started being different from Yan in Second Impact. Even though they still had more shared moves than they eventually had. Uro's New Generation. So is Dudley. So are all the Shadows. I feel like the Shadows are perfect in Street Fighter 3 because they're really similar to each other. They're more similar than they are in Street Fighter 4. They're all like almost exactly the same. But the differences mean dramatic differences in gameplay. So Akita probably is the best overall fighting game player in the world. How is he that good at that many games? Doesn't make any sense. Takuma combos are beautiful. The Takuma combos with drive are kind of cool. I mean, they're really cool, don't get me wrong. But the Takuma combos that really sell me are the the 2 or 3 drive combos with the dizzies. What's Sukudia's team in this game now? I know he put a Chin on this team, who is arguably a top tier. That's a pretty weird team. I don't know if I'd say switch off, pick a top tier. That's kind of like the secret top tier team. Duelon is a very strong point character. despite not being a strong character overall. And Claudiori has always been seen as like at least high tier. Not top, but like at least high. That's a weird position for Claudiori though. Hua, I feel like, is one of the best characters in the game. Very criminally underutilized. Hua is so fucking nuts. Hua's damage is through the roof too. He gets so much off of just one or two drives. Damn, that was a nice combo. That was just the right amount of meter to spend and drive. Whoa. Oh, he dropped it. He burned the drive and got nothing. Mid chin would make more sense, I guess. I remember that choke. That was a nice choke. Time out 1 second. Just remembered something. Alright, we're back. Let's take away that aura peener. This kills. That was a weird combo to go for. He actually didn't have the kill. I think he might have killed with command grab into 5 reps of quarter circle forward A, quarter circle forward D, and then ending with super, level 1 super. I feel like that might have killed. Point Yuri is pretty fucking weird. Yuri's usually seen as like a mid or an end character. It's not that weird. Yuri's pretty cool. Very unique. I don't know, I think she's that good. A lot of people use her as an anchor. I think she's like the worst of all the good anchors. I feel like she's like not as good as any other anchor, but better than most of the cast. It was a really sick combo. He could have EX supered, and instead he regular supered and then got drunk. I feel like that was a bad play. Yeah, I'll check that out in a second. That sounds like a video I want to watch. I'm gonna get a drink before I do though. Probably Lunchable. Ah, anti-air super. I'm not an expert at well-known players in this game. So someone in the chat will have to answer you. If Takuma had Mr. Karate's EX super, he would be perfect. We'll probably upload the VODs of this. Probably get that shit on YouTube. A lot of people tell me I'm like pretty interesting when I talk about fucking fighting games. Or people who are into fighting games anyway. I'm actually